He was very private with his phone. I was an open book with my phone. He could access my phone anytime he wanted, but I wasn't allowed in his phone ever. And when I confronted him, because I was able to find the Twitter stuff that he had been interacting with these women, and it really upset me. And he denied it all. And then he just got very angry at me that I would even suggest such a thing, and just kind of try to flip the script on me. And he would say to me all the time, I want you to gain weight, gain more weight. And I remember that moment when he said that to me. I felt devastated inside, but I also wanted to please him. And I do think that choice of me forgetting my own needs and wants was another pivotal moment of me completely losing myself to him. Um, and so I did, I gained like 50 pounds. So the night that everything happened uh, physically, I was in school full time for my graduate degree to become a nurse practitioner, and I was a full time registered nurse. Um, so I was working all the time. He was taking care of all the domestic stuff because he's medically retired from the army. And I came home and he was fairly intoxicated, and he was just very aggressive with his words. He had never, it's very strange, he had never been directly aggressive to me with his words, as far as he never said anything to cut me down. I always felt like he loved me and supported me. It was very, very tricky.
Okay.
Um, and it basically became where I was trying to work on a paper and he just was being belligerent and was saying things that were like kind of just like ugly to me, about me and my family. He he called me a fat bitch that nobody wanted. And I think it was in that moment that I just it was like, wow, and I verbally lashed out at him and said some choice words to him, and he punched me in the face, and then I went down face down on the floor, and he just like uppercut me like over and over again and was bashing my face into the floor. It was awful, and I really was saying my goodbyes in my mind, like, this is it, I'm definitely not getting out of here. And he was mocking me. I used to wear my lashes, like I get my lashes done, and he was saying, "Oh no, my lashes!" And I mean, he was ringing my bell, like I didn't even know, like I was, somewhere else. And then at some point, and I remember thinking, like, he just doesn't know he's hurting me this bad. Somewhere inside of my mind, I was in so much denial. I just thought,
Oh,
like, he just doesn't know that he's hurting me this bad.
yeah.
Um, because I still believed that he truly loves me. Like, this can't be. But I think with this relationship, I had the support that, like I said, I went to stay with these beautiful people that really loved me. And had I not had that, it might would have been way easier for me to end up back with him. But having people that unconditionally loved me, like, I could get emotional, that accepted me, and they were fun. They were just like, why would you want to leave, type thing. Like, it was such an amazing, beautiful home. But I did think about him in the beginning. And I think that's very normal. And I want people to know that that is very normal. And there's nothing wrong with you for, you know, thinking about and wishing them well, even. I mean, I really, yeah, like there was a while that, there's obviously a restraining order. And I will be honest, I was even kind of obsessed with the fact that he was trying to find me on social media. Like, he would follow me on different accounts and I would report it, but there was also a part of me that felt validated by that, because I'm like, oh, well, he's still trying to track me down. And as sick as that may seem to people who don't understand it, when that has been your whole identity is in that person, it's very it's very tricky to just completely cut the cord and disconnect. You feel like your arm just got ripped off. So it's like it's natural to want to still feel like they're thinking about you. This is something I had not done in that year after my ex, was really speaking love over myself. And I will tell you, the first time I did it, it actually felt very foreign. Like, why am I saying that I am worthy? I am beautiful. It felt so strange, but something really incredible happened. It was as if I could see, for the first time in my life, I could see myself and I could begin to understand myself. Because to love someone, I think, is to understand them. Yes, I got out of the abusive relationship. And yes, I had dug my heels in and said, I'll never be in another abusive relationship. But it's interesting that it wasn't a romantic relationship, but I found myself in another abusive relationship through my job. And it's important to recognize that these patterns in our life will continue on until we break the cycle. And how we break the cycle is by nurturing self love like nobody's business. You can't establish boundaries, just establish boundaries. People used to tell me you just need better boundaries. Well, how do you make boundaries? I don't know anything about boundaries.
Right.
And I'm telling you the truth. Boundaries will begin to appear where they didn't used to be the more you just go within and you nurture self-love. That is the most important message I could get out today. And loving every version of yourself, every single version. The version of me that went off with the guy that was smoking crack and mistreating me, I love her because she was doing everything that she knew to do at that time. Every version. And ultimately, all the versions of me got me to where I am in this moment. And I want to love and appreciate every one of them.